What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ellis. Hold on, that light hitting though. It's your boy LOCO. I'm back with another video. If you already know me, what's up? Good to see you again. If you don't know me, nice to meet you. I hope you stick around. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Like I said before, I'm gonna be doing this real often, so make sure you tune in. Make sure you know when I'm gonna post. So today, I want to talk about, relationships, situationships, friends with benefits, friendships, like whatever kind of connection you got with somebody, right? So it's like when you like looking for that type of thing, I'm pretty sure you already got experience as far as relationships, friendships. Yeah, relationships and friendships. So like, you should already know what to look for, what not to look for, you know what I mean? Like, when you're dealing with stuff like that, in order for you not to deal with the same shit again that you dealt with before that didn't work out, you gotta recognize the red flags early, and you have to not be afraid to cut people off. Like, I know it's a lot of careless and have no heart and cut people off trend going on, where everybody want to do it. But I'm talking about cutting people off, having standards. You know what I mean? It's certain things you can work through and you can get over, and there's certain things that need to be your boundaries. No, I'm not dealing with that. You know what I mean? And you gotta know what those things are for you specifically. Meaning, you just gotta be honest with yourself, and you gotta know exactly what you want and exactly what you don't want. And I know it's hard when we talking to somebody, and sex get involved, your feelings get involved. It's a lot easier to overlook red flags. But you have to train yourself not to be blinded by the sex and the love and the feelings you have for somebody. Same thing with friendships. You got to train yourself to not be blinded by, they make you laugh, they make you feel good, they do this, they do that. If they have certain things about them that you don't want to deal with, those need to be your boundaries, and you need to be able to cut them off. The best thing to do really is to be okay with being alone. When you're okay being alone, it's a lot easier to cut people out of your life that don't need to be in your life, that aren't benefiting you in any kind of positive way. It's so easy to do when you know how to be alone. It's harder to do when you have a hard time being alone, because it's I don't want to get rid of this person, that person, this relationship, because I'm not going to have nobody else. You got to make sure you're not thinking like that, because if you're thinking like that, you're going to have a lot of people and situations in your life that aren't serving you well because you lack the strength to let them go. You have to know how to let them go. One thing I've learned from my mom, my mom is a great mom, but me and my older brother shared a room my entire life up until I was 18, which is when he passed away. He was 21. And I didn't really know how to be alone, because obviously I was always with him. I didn't really know how to be alone. And when he passed, I was struggling. It was hurtful, waking up every day, not seeing him in the room. And I'm saying all of that to say I learned from, my mom doing that with us, to where when I have kids, I'm going to make sure, I train them early to know how to be alone. I'm not going to have them with their sibling or with another person all the time. And I'm not going to have them alone all the time, obviously. It got to be a balance. That way, when they get older, they don't do what a lot of us are guilty of doing, which is choosing people out of loneliness, or choosing not to get rid of people out of fear of being lonely or being alone. We got to know you have to have boundaries, and you have to stand on that shit. I'm not saying just cut any and everybody off for any little thing. We're adults. We should be able to communicate what we like and what we don't like, and then communicate to figure it out You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying not give people chances, but certain things you need to have like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? You need to have a boundary, and you don't want people to just keep doing the same things to you over and over, and they're not learning from it, or they feel like they can run over you. Like, it's not hard to, make sure you don't deal with the same things over and over again. Like, let me give you an example. If I have a friend and like I'm used to, like if I have a friend and they do something that's like similar to somebody did to me before, and I remember that situation messing up a certain kind of way, I will point it out to them and like, see what their response would be. Because some people probably will change and take accountability and, switch up whatever they was doing that bothers you. And some people just like that. And those are the people that you want to get rid of, right? So like, if somebody is doing something that reminds you of something from your past, I don't feel like you should just cut people off, because you never know. Like, sometimes yeah, and then sometimes no. It just depends on the situation and how much you like that person. But sometimes just try to communicate, see where their head at. Some people do have respect for you, will have respect for you, and change how they're moving, and some people won't. And at least that way, when you speak to them about it, you would know, like, that's going to be your answer if they can be in your life or not. Because some people, you can't even communicate what they did wrong because they're trying to justify it, or it'd just be a conflict or like an argument. And then some people would be like, you're right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I wasn't trying to be like that. And that's somebody you want in your life that'll change. You know what I mean? Not necessarily changing who they are, but changing like certain behavior that may have rubbed you the wrong way or made you feel a way or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can have every kind of relationship in your life that you want. You just have to speak. That's why communication is a really huge thing these days. I feel like the more communication you have with somebody, the better everything works out with them. You feel me? Like, the more you know a person, kind of like your favorite TV show, right? Your favorite movie. You know certain characters so well that when they do certain things, you just understand. At least you understand. Even if you don't agree with what they did, you at least understand. So say if you know a person, a friend, or relationship, and you really, really understand them, at least everything that they do will make sense to you, and it may bother you a lot less. Like, you would at least understand, and you won't have so much conflict. You get what I'm saying? And like, the more transparent you are with a person, I just feel like the less weight is off your shoulders. You don't have to lie. You don't have to fucking like remember stuff. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know, from my experience, it just feels a lot better to just be fully transparent and like straight from the beginning. And people who still mess with you after that day, they really they really fuck with you because they're still around and you was like 100% honest. You got to approach life with like a take it or leave it type thing. That way you don't ever have to pretend to be something you not, and like, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while you get comfortable with somebody, you're going to want to be yourself naturally, but it's going to be a couple of things different from what they know because you wasn't honest in the beginning. You know what I mean? You can make your life exactly how you want to make it, man. You really can. You can make your friendships exactly how you want to make them. You just have to communicate and choose the right people. Don't keep people in your life that you might need to get rid of. And don't be afraid to cut people off no matter how long you've been friends, no matter how long you've been dating, no matter how strong the bond is, no matter how good the sex is. You have to try to detach from the feelings and the physical for a moment to be able to think logically and ask yourself, like, is this good for me? Like, am I benefiting from this? Do I want to be in the same situation with this person 5 years from now? Do the highs outweigh the lows? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to start thinking logically. That way you get the best out of life. You get the best out of your connections with people. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I just want to get up here and talk to y'all about that. Leave a comment. Leave your comments down below of, like, how you feel about the things I was saying, or if this helped you, or, what you would want me to talk about again. A lot of y'all will notice every video I do, you will hear a cat meowing in the background because he wants attention. And watch this. This is how you know he wants attention. Because as soon as I pick him up and I kiss him and all that, he stops. Blue. Come here, Blue. Watch. Watch how funny he is. This is Crybaby Blue. This is all he does. And this is all he wants. This is all he wants. Right, Blue? All of a sudden, he don't know how to meow no more because he getting love and attention. It's my fault because I spoiled him when he was a kitten. And now look at him. Spoiled. You good now, huh? You got what you wanted? Do you want to be a part of the video or you just want to meow? Tell them like, comment, subscribe. I love him. This is my boy right here. Yes, I enjoy making this video. I enjoy talking about these things. I've never had a New Year's resolution ever in my life. Never. But I actually have one this year, and part of it is this video. I'm going to start speaking more. Like, some of you been following me on social media for like years and never heard me talk. Some of you are new, and you know, this probably be the first thing you know of me. But for the people that been knew me already, like, they know that I've never really spoke a lot. And I've never really like talked about my thoughts. So that's been that is my New Year's resolution, is to basically put out more of who I actually am, like how I think, my personality. You know what I mean? So hope y'all enjoyed it. And the more y'all like, comment, subscribe, the more I'll do it. If y'all want to see me do this more, just keep supporting and I'll keep doing it. Till next time.